Hello and welcome back to NeoCab. So when we left off, Savvy had texted us and wanted us to get in contact with Una again so that she could decrypt some stolen documents. Now, I believe these are the Capra documents that Charlie had talked to us about earlier and got all mad. And I also wanted to go see Carlos again. But we don't have $20. And I think if we go to Una first, give her a ride, we might get enough money to then go to Carlos, and pay in case he wants us to do that. So we're on night 6. I didn't think we were gonna... Hey Lina, old friend, loyal driver. Why hello, Una darling. How's reality? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fistfight. So yes. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting rather than less. Thanks. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly. My friend says it's life or death. Somehow, it always is. Okay, so have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lina. Feel goods, is it? Feel good. That's right. Hot new social startup recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policy. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed about any of that, okay? It was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It sounded like fun to know something new about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insight, some power, but... well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I feel my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savvy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I had been wearing stolen tech the whole time. Maybe she had sensed it. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in this bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This feel-good wireless protocol is an amateurish at best, a total pushover. Now, this file doesn't belong Charlie's hard drive. Una stared into her hollow space, murmuring to herself, yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption, enforced by an underlying medium. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. Can you open it? Easily. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no, impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. Huh? Don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Just keep guessing? Exactly right. Brute force. My dear, you have the kind of knack for quantum statistics. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? To say the least. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. Using... math? No, it's much more muscular than that. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the world the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but Una's eyes went glassy. Ah. There they are. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a board pack staring out the window. I wonder if, like, the brown eye's like a contact. Quiet, I'm working. I didn't say anything. You did in another timeline, very close to this one. Shh. I had never been scolded for something an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome? Maybe it was just my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself. Or outside herself, ranging through other worlds farther and farther from this one. Trying a different passphrase in each one? Any luck out there? Una emerged from her trance. Well, lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. What just happened? I told you. I saw nearly all the possible timelines branching out from this moment. It was very simple. Punishingly difficult, but... So did you get the passphrase? Oh yes. I got it. That's amazing. Ah, but I failed so many times. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you. You really saw all those other timelines? Yes, not with perfect clarity, but yes. What happened to Capra? Aren't you greedy? I go rustling for a needle in the haystack of reality, and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was at it. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious too, about everything. That's why I got into this line of work. The passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas, all lowercase with spaces. Better write that down on your journal, my dear. In your journal. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend. Is that all? What do you mean, all? In the nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. You mean like chaos? You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. I know I am. Good. Who knows, maybe I'll need a getaway driver. It would be an honor. You don't even care what I'm getting away from? Boredom, probably. Oh, I do like you. If that's all then, we're right up here, dear. I wouldn't mind learning more about how you do what you do. How do you see the things you see? Una regarded me silently for a moment. Be careful what you ask for. And then, when all this is settled, come see me. Una scooched a bit, as if she was going to leave, but then, instead she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here scouring all those timelines, and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos, and another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. Aganon was for real? Those weren't even the most unusual events. But through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase trust fund maggots mean anything to you? But you don't... I can't say any more than that, so it has something to do with Savvy. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. What is that? What does... No, that's all I can say. Is she saying, like, goodbye, Lina? Is she gonna say, like, Savvy's making us feel a specific way? She didn't zigzag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line. Getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savvy. Oh, can I not see Carlos? Let's get in. Oh, that's Risa? Why is Risa doing this again? No, I want to go see Carlos. I want to get the date. I stopped by Carlos's clinic, hoping to catch him on his break. The waiting room was empty this time. I think that meant it was safe to eat in the restaurants of Los Ojos again. There she is, sweet Carolina. I was just thinking about you. Sweet Carolina? Did he ever turn the charm off? Maybe it got exhausting for his patients, but I wasn't complaining. Well, hello to you too. I'm fine, thanks. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I spaced out for a second. How are you though? I'm kind of bugging, to be honest with you. I can't tell you her name. Yeah, of course, patient confidentiality. Let's call her Yasmin. That was my dog's name as a kid. And also a Bratz doll. She came to me with severe fatigue, trouble sleeping, but can barely get out of bed. I sent her home with some valerian root. But then the pain started, and the bruises, and she's just spiraling. I can't for the life of me figure out what's wrong with her. What does that mean? What are her symptoms? Lina, you want to help me figure this out? I have to pay $20. I'm here for this. I've got a tiny obsession with medical dramas. Resuscitation, The New Doctor, The Young Doctor, The Good Doctor, New Doctor. Loved that show until the episode with the rhino in the hospital. Did you know watching those shows doesn't tell you anything about real medicine, right? I know. I know that. Sheesh. I'm just good at figuring these kind of things out. Try me. Okay, so Yasmin's severe fatigue that kept getting worse, and now pain on top of that. After 3 days watching her side, I got a lab to do her blood work. Nothing. Did a genetic profile and a CAT scan too. She's uninsured, but I'll try anything to help a patient, you know? But nada. No blood clots, no tumors, negative on anything that would explain the pain and exhaustion this woman is in. Now she's both 200 coin poorer and dying of a mystery disease. That's terrible. What else can you tell me about Yasmin? She's 35, doesn't vape, eats organic, seems fit overall. She's pretty sedentary though, sits at home all day with an XR helmet jacked in a call center. Most days she only gets up to feed her 7 pet turtles. Oh, and this is new. She started bruising like a peach. Gets those big black blotches at the slightest touch. Wow, that's a lot to digest. Let me think. What? I don't think it had anything to do with the turtle. Maybe it's like a... I don't even know. Because I was gonna say, if it's about her diet, maybe it's like a diabetic thing, but do you even bruise easily if you have diabetes? What can you tell me about her diet? Well, first I made sure she wasn't putting any garbage in her body, and plus wouldn't you be able to tell with blood work? I try to get all my patients off the genetically modified factory foods and onto a natural detox diet. What are her favorite foods? She told me she's always been a picky eater, you know the type. Sticks to the stuff she just ate as a kid. Just like her mom used to make creamy peanut butter on whole wheat cut in triangles, no crust, and a glass of organic 2% milk, no hormones. See, I do not get that. Live a little. This girl has never even tried sushi, which is fine by me. Ocean fish are full of heavy metals. They'll poison your spinal fluid. You must be a fun dinner date. Sue me for wanting my friends to be healthy. But also, don't sue me. I have a couple cases hanging over my head as it is. Is she eating at all? She doesn't have an eating disorder, right? Not unless eating like a 5-year-old counts as a disorder. Sorry, I know I shouldn't joke about that. She's not anorexic. I've seen this girl eat her weight in peanut butter sandwiches. That's her thing. And move on to another topic. I need more details about the bruising. She's bruising like a peach. Is it worse on any one part of her body? Yes, actually, her arms and legs are bruising the worst. That's interesting. Oh, why is that, doctor? That means I'm thinking. Well, isn't that like her arms and legs aren't getting good circulation? What could cause that? My first thought was leukemia, which would explain the tiredness. Certain blood disorders too, but her blood work came back negative. Good genes, no cancer. Well, that's good and bad, because we need answers. That's why I'm coming to you. Interesting. Decided to move on to another topic. So you said she isn't very active. Has she been depressed? No more than most people who work from home. I see a lot of remote workers with low-level depression. Yasmin is better off than most. Could it be something in her apartment that's poisoning her? A carbon monoxide leak or something? Dang, you're good. I thought of the same thing, but her air quality tested fine. Has she tried exercising at all? Great question. Just moving with your body helps with so many things. I prescribed exercise, but in addition to the low energy, she's got so much pain in her extremities now. Between the pain and the fatigue, she can barely walk across. That just sounds like low iron in a way. Oh, that's terrible. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. I gotta know more about the turtles. You think they got something to do with this mystery? Aren't turtles notoriously unclean? Like just crawling with bacteria? That rings a bell. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, look. Looks like basically all turtles carry salmonella. There you go. Ugh, their filthy, scaly skin. Okay, you have some weird grudge against turtles, clearly, and also... her symptoms are totally different. She's got pain and exhaustion, not fever and diarrhea. Dang it. Decided to move on, because I don't think there's anything with the food. Anything but turtles. I'm starting to think I'd never figure this one out. I'm sorry, Carlos. I'm out of ideas. No worries. I'm stumped too. It was worth a try, right? Always. Text me if you get to the bottom of this, okay? Sure thing. Oh, we didn't even have to donate to him this time. Well, at least we'll have enough to stay somewhere tonight. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Okay. Gideon. Have we picked up a Gideon? Is that where we meet? I kind of want to go back here, see if we meet Savvy there. Parked around the corner before approaching Azul again. Thought they'd appreciate it. Hey, Neocab. Hey, Azul, you don't mind if I bug you again, do you? Oh, we're just asking. Would it matter if I said yes? No. Then let's do this. Azul was hard to read as ever. I knew I was testing their patience, but I had to get answers somewhere. I mean, there's nothing really here that I want to... I shouldn't have come here. Can I just leave? I was wondering about Radix. I'm just gonna kind of click through real quick. What do you know about Sophie's Law? Let's talk about this one. Actually. Come back tomorrow if you want to waste more time. Okay, yeah, I didn't want to... this was an accident. I thought we were gonna find someone here. I thought we were gonna find Savvy here, so I just wanted to kind of click through. Okay. Well, we'll still have the same drivers. I already know that guy. Well, how much is that at the Steve? Ooh, that's expensive. I think Frontera is still our cheapest. I know she's gonna give us a bad rating. He'll probably give us a good rating. And I kind of want to see if he ever found Cassie. Let's actually give Sam a ride. I pulled up to the pin. What was Sam doing around Kinfolk? What was he doing? The fences around this place were even higher than Los Ojos' pen. He was carrying a moving box and talking with a guy I could barely see. Guess that was Lucas. Whoever he was, I was getting some serious deja vu from him. And Sam, yikes, he looked about as gloomy as I felt. A moving company wasn't the same thing as a dream bakery, but hey, it was a job. I hope you'd able to scrounge out some cash for that special mixer. Hey there, know where I can get a good cookie around here? No. Uh-oh, maybe his plan wasn't going so well. Dang, people still get into these? Is that Luke? No way, the jerk who Ralphed in my backseat? Did he not remember me? Oh, it's because he's drunk, again. Here, dude, let me at least hold the box for you. Okay, thanks, but I got it. There was this unmistakable sound of rattling glass and an eerie music box melody playing from inside. Sounds like Sam's job wasn't going so great. Does she know where to go? How have you been, Sam? I'm not gonna be rude. Really? Let me ask you something, Lina. Is it Neocab policy to always refer to the rider by name? How could he not remember? It's inappropriate. I mean, come on, this is exactly why people prefer driverless. Tapped away on his phone and I spotted a huge Capra sticker on the case. Besides, his name is Logan. This guy was more wasted than I thought. Pax this drunk was always a lost cause. So, Sam, what's new? It was petty to stick to my guns with the drunk Pax, but I had my dignity to think about. Before you answer Logan, let me just admit it. His night's been shitty, and that's my fault. It's nobody's fault, but I really appreciate what you're doing for me here. Dude, it's the least I could do. I can't believe I broke Cassie's music box. Cassie, did you find her? Wait, you know about Cassie too? Is your app spying on me or something? Look, I'm just trying to talk to Sam. Logan. Cassie is still missing. His voice was so miserable that even drunky Capperface kept quiet. Hang on, Aunt Cassie was missing. Didn't he find her new place? So driver, I'm gonna tell you what happened tonight. And you're gonna tell me how I can make it right with our friend here. Can you just stop talking? No, really, it's fine. No, Cassie was your daughter, dude. I mean, she is. She still is, man. Something felt off here. Thought Cassie was your aunt. That's right, and I named my daughter after her. It's a little fishy, but maybe there was an explanation. His daughter was kidnapped. Like, dang, can you believe that crap? No, I really can't. Watch out! What is it? I thought I saw a deer. A deer? Yeah. They're out there. That was one way to change the subject. I wonder what would happen if I asked him about his time in the Los Ojos pen. We're not gonna do that. Would he have a sudden sneezing fit? Perform some magic tricks? It's true, I saw one once. At the farmer's market on... Did he just fall asleep? For the moment. You don't want to know how many whiskey bombs he downed earlier. Bombs, plural? I cringe for my floor mats. I need to know what was up, but I didn't want to wake Sleeping Beauty. Whatever you say, Sam. Look, please don't tell him anything. I'll explain everything when you drop him off. Great, I've been conned about a story about cookies. Till I knew more, it was best to just stay quiet and keep an eye on Sam. Let's just not talk then. I feel like I'm going to get a migraine any second now. Are we there yet? If I wasn't in trouble, we could have taken a company car, but no. Now I gotta help this guy out before I get a little too tipsy-whipsy. Gosh, people are just too nice in this city. How much was he angling to get out of this capper clown? Look, I appreciate you making sure I get home, okay? But it's not necessary. I know it was an accident, so let's just call it even. No way, dude. I told you I'd make it right. Well... Sam's voice cracked, and for a second I almost felt for him. What if you made a donation to the foundation in her name? Buddy. Yes. How? I have my phone set up to take donations. There it was. A mugging was happening in my car. The victim just didn't know it yet. I had to laugh. What's so funny? Oh, nothing, just a billboard we drove by. Sam handed over his phone as Luke stared into space. Just scan your coin code and put in the amount. Wow, this guy really had no idea that he was about to rob himself. How much are you donating? Why, do you want to match it? You totally should. Oh, that's really not necessary. Most definitely was not. No way was I letting Sam near my money. Never mind. What difference did any of it make? This Capra shill would wake up tomorrow thinking he helped some bereaved father and saved a few dolphins while he was at it. Unless he ran into Sam Logan again, like I did, he'd never even know he was robbed. I pulled up to the drop-off, which, for all I knew, many may have actually been Sam's house. I'll get out here too. Kinda need to walk it off, if you know what I mean. Can't thank you enough for your kindness. If Cassie were here... He'd actually choked up as he said this. I wondered what he thought of to make the tears real. Had there ever been a Cassie, aunt or daughter in his heart? She will be, buddy. I know it. He walked out of the car with a hiccup. At least I didn't have to clean anything up this time. Now it's just me and Sam, alone again. Pinning him down. Flip the lock so I can pin him down. I wanted answers. Look, I know I messed up. Let me give you some of this money. 60? I don't want your stolen money. I just want to know why I shouldn't turn you in. Turn me in for what? Lying so well that people believe me? If that were a crime, we wouldn't have any government left to enforce it. Is that how you sleep at night? I sleep as well as anyone in Los Ojos. And it's like the fact that the health code says a certain number of insects part are allowed in our food. You're making your case by comparing yourself to roach legs. No, I'm saying we all probably eat a toddler's weight in roach legs in our lifetime. What's the harm in letting people think they're just chocolate sprinkles? With that little gem, he hopped out and walked right past the place where we stopped, disappearing into the shadows between the houses. I took a breath and noticed the telltale flickering of screens inside most of the windows. Whatever story got you through the days, I guess. So, we gave him money earlier for no reason, for the mixer. And we're back down. Wait. How do we have 84? I didn't take the money. I said I don't want it. Well, it was after midnight and I met my ride quota. I checked my field grid, red. I needed to find out what was going on with Savvy. I needed to help her if I could. I had what Savvy asked for. It was time to find out what this was all about. How do we have 80 bucks? And we had 20 at the beginning of the night. Or 20 right before this ride. And I said I didn't want your stolen money. Great. Okay, there's Savvy's location. We're not gonna make it there. We're gonna have to charge at Liberty. Might as well fill up the tank at this point. Yikes, a little low when I didn't know when I'd be able to charge up again. Got a full charge.